Welcome back, guys. Today is a new day on the van build. If you've not been here before, I'm converting a Ford Transit Custom into a camper van. Now today I have had a delivery. It's the solar panel, but we're not fitting that. We've had the diesel heater come through, but we're not fitting that. I've also had all the electrics come, which I've started, but we're not going into that. What we are going into today is installing the fan. Now, it is a little bit moist out there at the minute, so I'm probably taking a risk, but I am off work today and I feel the need to get it on. So we're going to go for it. So let's get cracking and so that's the electrics that we've been starting. Absolutely mind-boggling, but we're getting there slowly. I'm just waiting for the DC to DC charger to come through. I've got most of the wires put in place, but until that's there I can't really get anything connected, but we're not doing that today. So this old box here is the diesel heater. I've gone for the Chinese diesel heater. These here are roof rack bars, because I must add I have put a roof rack on to install the solar panel, which you've just seen. But in this little cabinet, I've got bits and bobs. There's bits and bobs all over this fan. You'll notice that when you do this, you end up with stuff everywhere. Wires, screws, loads of little bits. So this here is the fan. Would you believe it? It's just started raining, so it looks like I won't be doing it just yet. But I'll show you what fan I've got, and I'll put the link in the description. I've not gone for the maxi fan. I've gone for RV ventilation fans. I'll have to put the link in the description. I got it off Amazon. It was a fraction of the price. Well, I think it was about £170, but I read all the reviews. There was hundreds of reviews, and they all say that they pretty much do exactly the same as a maxi fan. So there's settings on the speeds, inhale and exhaust. It has a rain sensor on it. It has all the good stuff that you'd expect from a fan. So I'll put the link in the description, and we'll have a little look. So this is the fan, guys. It comes with English instructions, not Chinese, so that's a good help. At least we should be able to fit it with ease. Now, I believe with this one, so you've got to create a 360mm by 360mm square in the roof, and I do believe you've got to build a frame out of wood in order to screw it together. I will get into that a little bit further into the video, but yes, so this is the one. Voila! I am a little bit good. It started raining because I really want to get this on. So I'm going to have to put this on hold for now. Comes with a remote. Nice. Rainy mode, fan stop, air in, air out. I don't know if you can see that. There's various different options. But when the rain stops, we'll crack on. I don't think it's going to be today. I think I'm getting a little bit keen. Well, it looks like it's clearing up. British weather. I mean, it's still grey skies, but I reckon we can probably tackle this now. I've gone and got me some timber to build the frame. I've got some 3x2. That's just going to go in between the two frames of the fan itself, and then obviously when you screw down and seal it, it's going to tighten them together, and that's how we're going to work it. But let's go back, let's get this timber cut into a frame, and let's get cracking. Okay, so now we're going to build the frame. We know that the square of this is 360 by 360. So I'm going to do 2 rips at 360, and then we'll make the difference on the next. So that there's the frame cut. I'm just going to quickly check, make sure this slots in nicely. And that there is what's going to hold it together. So we'll have this. This is obviously coming through the ceiling. This will be sat on top of the roof, screwed into this, and these screwed into there, creating a nice tight seal with obviously sealant in between. When doing a van build like this, it can become quite frustrating because you think that you've got all the bits. I've got 50mm wood screws, And of course they're not long enough, so now I've got to pack everything away and go and get some bigger ones. Feel like you're backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards from the shops. Lovely. $80mm screws. That should do the job, eh? These will do. Right, so what I'm going to do is do a couple of pilot holes through the timber, because I've learnt that through working with wood, otherwise it's going to split. We'll fix these together, but I have come to realise that this is a two-man job, because I'm going to have somebody hold the frame while I drill down through the roof into the timber. Or a man and his wife. Two-man, man and his wife. Yeah, we'll get it done. But let's fix this frame together. We'll mark out on the ceiling where it's going to go from the inside, and then I'll wait for the wife to get back to drill through, cut the hole, and then do all the other bits and bobs. Use the adhesive. I think I've got some CT1, I think it's called, but I'll show you that later on in the video. Also, what I'm going to do just to make this frame that little bit stronger is I'm going to put some of this. If you watched the previous video on doing the floor, you'll know that I use sticks all. This thing is very, very strong, and this will just make the frame that little bit stronger. And yes, that is my blood, because I'm clumsy. Well, there we are, guys. There is the frame. Now, when you put this frame on, that is all hidden, and it'll all be screwed together. Voila. So next up, now I've got to decide where I'm putting it. Well, for me, it's going here above the bed, because the solar's there, windows there, creates the vacuum or the air tunnel and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to do next is just measure from that side to that side, find my center point, and I know where the center is. Then I'm going to split the 360 in half either side. That's going to be the edge, because we know the hole is going to be 360 by 360. So again, it'll be 360 this way, 360 that way. Find the center point. So then it'll be 130 either side. No, it won't. 360, 15, 180 either side. Oh, maths, not my strong point. So I've marked it out, and I was going to try and pull down this soundproofing and insulation, but it turns out it's really very sticky, so I guess we're just going to be chopping through this from the roof. It might catch all the metal shrouds anyway, so it's probably going to help, but yeah, in hindsight, probably should have put that on first. Learning a lot about this hindsight during this process and this project. So I'm just about to drill the holes for the ceiling in order to use I'm using a jigsaw to chop out the hole. Now what I'm going to be using for the ceiling is stuff called CT1. Now I'm not too bothered about it being a little bit grey and miserable out here, because this can be applied on wet surfaces or even underwater. So if it does have a little bit of a drizzle, this should work. Well, I guess here goes. And the battery's dying. I'll go and get the other one. You should probably wear glasses for this, but again, I don't know where they are, so I'm going to keep away from it. We have a hole. So now, a bit of white spirits, let's clean around the edge.
On a good day?
Okay, so let's see if it fits. Voila, it fits. Okay, so I have incurred a slight problem. On here, there is this bung. So what I'm going to do is push that through, and then I'm going to seal this so that is level to the ground, level to the ceiling, and that way we get a nice tight finish. Otherwise there's going to be a gap. So we'll get that out, seal this up whilst we're sealing this. Okay, so now we've got that issue out of the way. As I say, we will seal that. Before I put the fan in, what I'm going to do is file the edges down, and then I'm going to touch it up with some paint that I've got that's going to protect the edges from rust in further due course. So on this occasion, I'm going to be using two different adhesives. I'm going to use the Sticks All as well as the CT1. And the reason for that is because I don't want it going anywhere. So I'm going to do one bead, and I'm going to be applying generously along the edge. And then alongside that, I'm going to run the CT1. Big hole for generous apply. Now there's a little groove here, so I'm going to double that up. So that's my approach. That's what I'm doing for now. And then I'm going to go around the edge of the fan as well. Make sure it's all nice and sealed. Remember, nobody's going to see up here, so it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be completely neat. As long as it's watertight, that's what we need. That's the main concern. So that's the fan situated right now. I've got these screws here, the wife's underneath. We are going to be screwing through, she's going to be holding the frame, and then that's going to pull it tight. Then I can fit the underneath on. After I've screwed it, what I'm going to do is just go around the edge and using this CT1 and just make sure all around the edge is completely sealed and tight. I'm finding these screws quite difficult, so I'm spreading myself across the van to spread my weight. It's hard to get some body weight onto these screws. In order to screw them in. There we go. That's that one. So for the finale around the edge, I'm just gonna bead up around the edge. Make sure everything's sealed. Nice and lovely, nice and watertight. Making sure that we don't get wet when we're in the bed. Well, the van don't get wet at all. Do you want to have a go? So now, just running the finger across, creating that nice, even texture. Although it doesn't look that nice, I'm not no professional silicone applier. But what I do know is, that will be watertight. Remember, this is not a beauty contest. This is of importance. And again, just using the same stuff on the screws to seal the screws. Make sure everything is perfect. Perfect. That's quite a lot there.
That's why we should use the thingy. It just gives a nice edge.
My wife's telling me how to do it. How do you do it, Sandra? You want to tell me? She's telling me I'm doing it wrong. She normally is right. That's the outside done. The big reveal. Dum 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 dum. Obviously, I will hoover all these charades up. We'll get rid of them because we don't want no rust on the roof. And there we have it. It's not the neatest around the edges, but what we do know is there is no water getting in there, and that's what's important. And this is the inside. The last thing to do now is just pop this casing on, which is just a few screws around the edge, and that is the final piece of the puzzle. So that's the instalment of the fan. That's how easy it was. The wife's whinging because she says I'm filming her. Shall we follow her around the van? Here she is, look, isn't she beautiful? My little firecracker. So yes, we'll finish that off. But that is the video today, guys. So that is the instalment of my fan, how I did it. To be fair, pretty simple. It all went pretty well. there is a bit of a mess, but I don't think there was any getting away from that now. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like and subscribe, and thank you to all the subscribers and people that are watching and following up to now. Take it easy, guys. Thanks very much.